Is there any more food left?
Oh yeah.
Okay, if there is, feel free, get up, get some. If you're not comfortable, then you can get up during this and stretch your legs, etc. Thanks for coming. We are very excited to share with you about the first ever Campus Outreach Summer Beach Project in the state of Virginia. We're calling it the VIP. The VIP is just the first ever Campus Outreach Summer Beach Project in the state of Virginia Inaugural Project. And for some of you, the idea of a Campus Outreach Summer Beach Project might seem like a crazy, random thing. How about that? Any with that? Okay. And Evan, you've been twice. It can't be. And listen, I'll say this. It is crazy. It's crazy. The beach project is crazy. Giving up your summer is crazy. And so, yes, I'll affirm that. But it's not as random as it might feel. Last year, just last summer alone, can you guess how many college students went on Campus Outreach Summer Beach Projects? Just last summer. All of Campus Outreach. Can anybody just take a shot?
42.
38. Wrong. This is Campus Outreach beyond just Virginia. This is globally.
Oh.
Campus Outreach. So now we're talking globally.
3,800.
2,500. 2,500 college students went on summer projects. So it's crazy, but it's not that random. So this is what I want to do. We would love for every one of you, realistically, we would love for every one of you to be on a summer beach project. That's not going to happen, I doubt. But we're sure going to try to convince you tonight. But before we even really share with you about the project, this is what I want to do. I just want to share a few words. More than just making a decision to go, we really want to train college students to learn how to make decisions that honor God. And so I want to give you two verses that I think are amazing verses. How do you think about your summer? And not only your summer, how do you think about relationships? How do you think about work? How do you think about money? How do you think about it? And I'm going to give you two verses. Here they are. Ephesians 5, verse 15, and then verse 16. Ephesians 5:15 says this, "Be very careful then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise." So be very careful then. Another way to say it is, be on the lookout, or think about it, or be intentional. Be intentional on what you do. In order to make decisions, the first thing we would say to you is, don't just do whatever you're going to do without thinking about it, but actually the Bible would say, no, as a Christian, be intentional about it. And here's a great passage for you. Anybody know the story in Luke 2, where Jesus is a little boy, and he goes to a feast with his family, and at the end of, when the feast was over, and the time where it was time to go home, the family started walking home, and they assumed Jesus was with them. The opposite of being careful how you walk is to just assume. It says that they assumed that Jesus was with them, and what happens?
They left him.
They left him behind. I think we would say this. If you have an assuming life and you just do what you do just because you just do it without being intentional and thinking about it, you might actually leave Jesus behind. Jesus isn't that predictable. That's kind of what I would challenge you with, is be very careful then. So first thing Christians do is they think about their decisions. And so we'd say, think about your summer, but then there's a next verse, and think about this. Be very careful then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity. There it is. Think about your decisions in order that you might make the most of every one of them. It doesn't say, therefore, that you would do good things, therefore that you would make sure what you do is okay. What the Bible holds out is that what we do with our life isn't, is it okay, is it not sin, but is it the most? Is this making the most of every opportunity? Whatever you do this summer, hear this. We would love for you to consider it and make the most of your summer when it comes to God. Wherever you end up, make the most. Literally, that word in the Greek is to redeem. Whenever I say the word redeem, what do you think of? Redeem.
Jesus.
Wow, that's awesome. Let's close in prayer. But just every day, redeem. What do you redeem? Coupons. The thrifty one in the bunch. Coupons. Think about this. This is what it's saying, and I'm almost finished with the setup. Be very careful how you live, redeeming every opportunity. What do you do when you redeem a coupon is you what? You turn it in. Just recently, we had a dessert party at the Bradner house. We celebrate. That's the 7th creed of the Bradner family creed. We celebrate. We had a dessert party for no reason, and we handed out these little red bowls. And we said, everybody, hold your ice cream bowl. And when the dessert party, when we got out the ice cream and all the toppings, I said to my youngest son, Coleman, I said, Coleman, bring Daddy your bowl. And Coleman said, like that. And he went to a corner and I said, Coltrane, give Daddy your bowl.
Coltrane.
And he said, no, no, no. And he wouldn't give me his bowl. And I was like, Coleman, you got to turn in your bowl so I'll fill it. And he said, no, I don't want to give up my bowl. And his 2 brothers, 5 and 4, they're at the age where they're like, looking like Coleman doesn't get it, Dad, he's got to give you the bowl so you can put in it. The reason why he has the bowl is so he can give you the bowl so you can fill it. That's redeeming. I was saying, Coleman, redeem the bowl. Give it to me and let me fill it. This is what the Bible says. Consider how you make decisions and turn them into God. Make the most of every opportunity. So, let me go ahead and throw out something to you. Whenever you're in a relationship, redeem it by saying, God, I'm going to give it to you. Now you fill it. When you're making a summer decision, redeem it by turning it in and saying, God, here you go. Here's my summer. You fill it. That's the challenge. That's how Christians make decisions. And I'll guarantee you this. If we stop saying, is this okay? Is there some good in this? And we actually started saying, is this decision making the most? Then most of the things we wrestle with would immediately be done. So, the Beach Project is one answer to the question of how can a college student make the most? How can you turn it into God and He fill it? So, everybody give it up for Chipper. Chip is going to lead us into how we're going to share about something.